Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Priyanka, the Indian Tarot Girl, and I'm here to give you a weekly reading. So I'm filming this on June 29th, and this reading is going to be till July 5th. So the sky is going crazy this week. What does that mean? Let me explain. So we have the full moon happening in the sign of Capricorn tonight. So moon is all about emotions, manas, softness, that soft feminine energy. But what happens when the moon enters Capricorn? The sign of continuous productivity, the sign that just doesn't understand the concept of resting, retrieving, which always thinks of responsibilities and duties. So that's when the moon gets a little flustered when it enters Capricorn. As if that's not enough, we have Mercury that's going retrograde in the sign of Cancer today. And that means your emotions are going haywire for some time to come now. And tomorrow, Jupiter will enter the sign of Leo. What does that mean? You're not allowed to shrink yourself anymore. You're forced to enter your main character era because Leo is all about visibility and being seen. So let's see what the cards tell us and let's see what the guidance is for this week. Alright, so since the cards didn't flip out naturally, I'm going to do a 3-card pull. All right, look at the cards. So we have the Emperor, we have the Magician, and we have the Knight of Wands. All 3 cards screaming main character energy. The cards don't lie, they never do. I'm sorry, but I'm going to use this word a lot during this reading because that is what is the theme of this reading, right? So let's first talk about the Emperor. The Emperor is the energy. Again, I've always told you this, tarot is not gender specific. It talks about masculine or feminine energies. Basically, it talks about energy, right? So the Emperor is the energy that is laser focused on what he or she wants. Builds the life that he or she wants and is always goal oriented, looks straight forward, never behind. Emperor is the provider, a very stable form of energy, right? So that's what the Emperor signifies. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is still not the King of Wands, so it has not matured to its highest self. Knight of Wands is somebody who loves action, okay? And they are super bored about monotony. Movement in life and action in life is what ignites them. They are filled with passion and are adventurous. Probably you belong to the lot that likes to travel, so that's also something Knight of Wands represents. And finally we have the Magician. The Magician is somebody who has all the skills to build the life he or she wants, right? They are gifted with the skill set. They are gifted with every tool that is required for them to manifest the life that he or she wants, right? So all these 3 cards are brilliant cards, very positive cards. So what is the guidance for this week? I think I'm going to select the Knight of Wands as the guidance for this week. So Knight of Wands is, like I said, not very matured, has still not become the King of Wands, which is like the most matured form of this energy. So the Knight of Wands may sometimes be the energy that is super enthusiastic, super passionate, starts a project but leaves it midway, right? Probably because it starts getting overwhelming, or they might get bored about it, wants to do something else. So that's the energy that I'm getting. Or probably it loses patience midway. So King of Wands is not that. King of Wands is somebody who is stable enough to keep doing the same thing until they achieve what they want or what they have desired for in life. So that's what the cards are trying to tell us for this week. Have that patience. Don't quit midway. There's passion, there's definite enthusiasm, but what we need to have or what we need to cultivate or instill in ourselves is the stability, the consistency with which we need to work. If you're manifesting your dream life, it needs consistent effort and patience. That's something the Knight of Wands lacks sometimes, right? So that is what the message is for this week. You have the tools required. You are very skilled to build the life that you want. You have that leadership energy, but there may be a lack of maturity or consistency when it comes to building it or taking action towards it. Consistency, patience is what I feel is the guidance for this week. So cultivate that and see how you will manifest the life that you want. All right, so that was my reading for this week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.